Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys. Well, we are getting ready to start our day, and today is my day off, supposedly. Um, but while Jason's upstairs getting some stuff done, I'm down here sneaking and getting some videos done. And I saw this video about the Chrisleys and this man coming forward claiming that, well, one, he's a little annoyed that Savannah Chrisley didn't give him any credit for the presidential pardon that her parents received. And two, he explains exactly how this was accomplished. I was like, what in the actual is going on? Like, is this man, but it seems like I checked into it. It seems like he's very spot on with the shit that he's saying. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Don't forget to smash that like button, show some love, and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So this is where I wanted to start with this. You guys know that the Chrisleys, they were supposed to serve a combined 19 years in prison. And a lot of people wondered, how did you guys get out of prison? How was it Savannah and she was being loud enough? Like, what actually happened for you guys to get this presidential pardon? What transpired? And I'm not going to lie, I sat back and I was wondering the same shit. I'm like, I think everybody was. Because then people were like, well, is R. Kelly going to get one? Is Diddy going to get one? Are the, what were the brothers? I don't know why I'm blanking on them right now. The Menendez brothers, like, are they going to get one? And I was like, oh shit, this is just going to open a can of worms. But this is what the man said.
Yeah, I got Todd and Julie Chrisley out of jail. I did. And I've been thinking any day, my good friend Savannah, I've been friends for years with her. I'm sure they're busy. I just would think the guy that freed you from prison might be on the top of your list to call. I wouldn't have even cared about the credit if I at least got a thank you. And my buddies, this is what hurt is that my buddies didn't believe me. They know I'm friends with Savannah. Like, you didn't think of this. I'm like, bro, let me show you the text. And I showed them this.
Okay. So this is Savannah Chrisley saying best hotel to stay by Mar-a-Lago. And he said Breakers by far, best hotel in the US. She said, wow, thank you for that. I truly do appreciate you more than you know. I got the info sent in, so all should be good on my end. I just have to book travel. I'm so appreciative of you and your kindness. You have no idea what this meeting with Trump means to me. I truly, because this is God working. What Trump did implementing the First Step Act has changed the lives of incarcerated individuals, and that is not talked about enough. And he said, you are so welcome and deserving, and 100%. I agree. That is huge.
And then they're like, oh my gosh, like, how come no one said what you did? How do you do all these things that no one knows? I'm like, well, no one ever gives me credit.
Yeah.
I went to Donald Trump and his team and said, hey, I bet it would help, back when he was running, if Savannah Chrisley, a lot of followers, talked about you. And I bet she would if you'd free her parents. And they're going to help this economy anyway. It's a win-win. They didn't do that much wrong. And he said yes. So then she started talking about it. And now they're free. And I got them to meet. And again, it just blows my mind. I got another one, even bigger, I want to tell you about. I think I changed the election. Yeah, Old Row. Mike said politics was not a good idea. He didn't want to pick a side. Now Old Row is like a breeding ground for conservative thought. It's like, why are you on here? You live. It's all conservatives. And I knew it. It's frat boys from the South. They like Trump. It's not that hard. Anyway, I had to convince that guy to do it. No credit. And he leaned into it. But again, there's no, hey, thanks, James, for probably swinging the election and making it okay for people this age to love this man publicly. Nothing. And I was promised a dinner at Mar-a-Lago for all this and nothing. Yeah, I got the Todd.
Okay. So Savannah Chrisley ended up reacting to this saying, and honestly classless to share personal texts, but thank you for showing your true colors. Did you connect me to Mar-a-Lago years ago? Yes, and I've always acknowledged that, but let's not pretend that I haven't spent the past 2.5 years fighting like hell for my parents and so many others. I'm deeply grateful to everyone who's played a role, big or small, in this fight for justice. But this move right here, it speaks volumes. It's classless and it's self-seeking. And people are calling him a crybaby, and you know, other people are saying, James, you are somehow getting hotter. What are you doing out here? Another person said, yeah, is this satire? I was just telling my kids about the day James Taylor saved America. Truly iconic. Can we cancel this guy? Ego much? I honestly, I can see both sides of this a little bit, because this man is saying, well, I helped you and your family and I want the acknowledgement for it. And also, you guys promised me a dinner at Mar-a-Lago. But at the end of the day, it's like when you help somebody, it's like when you give somebody money. My dad always said this, like when you give somebody money, you have to not treat it like a loan. You have to just treat it as a gift, because if they don't repay you, you're going to be upset with them and there's no coming back from it. And that has always hit me pretty hard. But like, if you do something for someone and you do an act of kindness, well, you might expect the acknowledgement. You know, you also are doing something, and you should be doing it under the guise of the intention of, I'm doing something to help you. There's nothing that I really want from this. But I am a huge proponent of not sharing text messages. You know, like even when I had the back and forth with Whitney on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and that clip came out, and I was like, you need to tell exactly what happened. And everybody, and I prematurely shared on here that I have paragraphs and paragraphs of text between her and everybody was like, just drop the receipts, drop the receipts. And I was like, I just don't feel comfortable doing that, because I think that at the point that you start dropping text messages and receipts between people, I think that that just shows everybody else. It screams much louder than what that specific situation is. And it shows everybody what you're capable of. And in that moment, it shows people that you are not to really be trusted, because if you are capable of sharing text messages between you and somebody else and posting those text messages, then why would you not do it to me? So I think that that screams loud. You know, like if your friends didn't believe you, then maybe show them the text messages, but to post it for the world, yeah, I do feel like that kind of feels like, why are you doing that to me? I mean, I would be mortified. You know, when I send messages to people, and I'm sure all of you guys who are watching right now, when you send messages, that's between you and that person. Those are usually private. It's the same thing too. If I send a voice note to you, I absolutely despise and hate when people save my voice notes. It's like, why are you saving that? I'm just talking to you. Like, if we're talking as friends, are you trying to use it to eventually weaponize it one day? Like, what is the purpose of saving it? But I want to hear what you guys think, especially about what this man is saying. Pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.